Hello. So I'm about to meditate and I'm going to connect with Toth and Selket. And my intention around connecting with them is to understand more about depolarization, ascension, healing, and manifesting. When I went to Merlin, it was like you have to go to Toth and Selket, which is interesting because it's supposed to be male and female energy. And the deeper reasoning behind this video is understanding polarity and its part in depolarization and healing. So I'm just going to go in and meditate and verbally talk out what's coming through. So Toth, I went to him and he basically went into my chest and ripped out my heart, and he's holding my heart and he's squeezing it. This thing, it beats. When it stops beating, that's when we think we return to one. We're returning to one every single day, not just when the heart stops beating, so when we die. He's saying fragments. Fragments of who we are scattered all across history's timeline. The more we understand the duality, the more we understand the concept around this versus that, the more we can pull these fragments back together so we're not fragmented. Remembering and honoring the higher purpose of us being one. He's showing me the scale. He's putting rocks in one and a feather in one. He's talking about mathematics, intuition, energy. What really controls the scale? Is it the weight? Is it the intention? Is it the energy? Be the scale. Where is your energy being weighed down? Where is it being lifted up? Bring them to even. In the even is where we're one. In the even, the two poles of our existence, the feminine and the masculine, are one. We have one line of energy within our body. Our chi, our activation. We have energy centers throughout. We have main ones that we concentrate on. Those ones that we concentrate on affect the other ones that we're not fully aware of. It's these main centers that bring forth those fragmented aspects back to one. Seven in, 7 out, 12 around. Sorry, just replaying the other song. It's when we can lift and rise by pulling in these fragments of ourself, these fragments of history, seeing the bigger perspective. That's why we look with the one eye. There's no coincidence that our third eye is along the line of chi. Two eyes for opposites. Third eye, bringing them together. When we can bring the sides together, we are aligned, we ascend. There's no weight on either side. This entire, as he's doing this, showing me worlds, not just Earth. All of these dimensions, all of these existences are made from calculations, from geometry, from shapes, which are made from vibration. Once we realize we are one with the vibration of these numbers and these shapes, we can recalibrate ourselves to ascend higher and higher. We have the moon and we have the sun. They're above. We are below it, but we are one with it. Hot and cold, two different sides. Become the neutral. Negative and positive, right? How you vision, how you see the negative and positive. Seeing both the negative and positive. Ascension. Ascension is healing. Healing is awareness. Awareness is healing. There is no difference. The more you're aware, the more you heal. This, the body, we feel, we need to feel to become aware. Feeling what's happening. Understanding our body is the holder of our spirit, so we can walk in this existence, in this plane. We are no different than the sun and the moon, and outside of this dome we are kept in. When we decide to come to earth to learn, to experience, to remember the importance of oneness. Depolarization is when you can shut off the fact that two sides are different, that there has to be polarity to be oneness. There just needs to be awareness of the polarity. There needs to be awareness around the conception of where polarity began. How does one perceive, how does one see polarity? Hot and cold, good and bad, female, male. Those that choose to change their gender after being assigned it at birth, they understand that we can change. We're not stuck, we're not stagnant energy, we're not limited. And that too has been ingrained through mathematics with the science to be able to change gender. The brain is wired for the gender you're assigned. The hormones are wired for the gender you are assigned, because that was what you assigned. So no matter male, female, or born as both, you still understand you are connected to one. Those who change genders, they are in their search for understanding this oneness. They have a sense of loss from one or the other, that polarity of masculine and feminine. And they find it through awareness. That's been part of their mission they've given to themselves. To understand gender is a label. Your social security number is a number to be in the system. It's not the same number each system you are born into. But there's meaning in those numbers. From the sky, from your contract. So you may think the government gave you these numbers, but you gave yourself these numbers. See them. Selket is coming forth and she's showing me, I think they're scarabs. And they're scorpions. She asked if I'm afraid and I said no. And To said, perception. You are one and the same as them. When we can return to that point of deactivating the polarity, to realize we are one, we have ascended, and we can heal. When we can heal, we become more aware. And that's when we can really manifest. Because manifesting is just knowing we're one and the same. There's books and books and books and shelves and shelves and shelves of how to do this, how to heal, how to become this. Supernatural, spiritual, metaphysical, mathematics, all these books. It's here. Pull from the fragments of history, pull from the fragments of all around, bring them to your internal environment. Be aware of all of them. When we can deactivate, we can bring a negative charge to everything that's hyping us up. We can slow down. We become more aware. When we're more aware and we're present in the moment, by being aware of everything that's happening without letting it affect our internal environment, we can heal. Rather than rushing through something because I have to do something, or my mind wants me to do this, or to think this way, we just pause. We connect to that internal environment and that source within that one. And we can deactivate, as in we can shut ourselves offline to heal. Whether we heal a broken bone, we heal a blood-borne pathogen, we heal a mental illness, allergy, speaking. One may call them miracles, but it's just being at the highest vibration of self-awareness to depolarize the energy around, to return to one, to allow time to be frozen, in a sense. Being present is allowing time to freeze while it's still happening. Taking offline what's been online through engraving, through all these books, through other people's teachings and lessons. We do need these aware people to bring the awareness to other people that are here to remember the power of depolarization. We live in a world now of science. Trust the science. Yes, Melchizedek, Michael, Metatron, Thoth about science, mathematics, but not in the way it's being taught today. We are about the vibratory frequency of science, self, source, energy. The deeper meaning of science in terms of what's been taught is to stay divided. We are in a time of divide. And the more we stay online, activated by everything externally, without going offline by going internally, the divide continues. The depolarization is the off switch to be present, to transcend through vibrations and frequencies, to be at a different place, in a different timeline, to heal by becoming aware that someone needs healing and support. Because we cannot heal without being aware of the power of one. Yeah. So I just want to say thanks to Thoth, Selkat, power of one.